That is enough said.
What's up, Heat Nation? Happy Friday, you guys. Your boy Ernest here, and I am back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Now that we got that out the way, let's go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Now, before we get started, you guys, man, y'all crushing the challenges. I asked you guys, if you want me to interact on your comments, I'm going to need a little something from y'all. Every time we get 100 likes on this episode, you get a shout out in the comments. And yesterday we dominated you guys, over 130 likes. Appreciate you guys. Love y'all. My boy Pitar responded to me for picking him yesterday. Love you, my boy. Today's comment that I'm choosing, you guys, is a guy that's been commenting on my channel for so long now. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, my guy. Please let me know. But it's I believe it's Sobe 9 Ball, S-O-B-E. Sobe, Sob, not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But yesterday, I was talking about trade packages for Giannis Antetokounmpo and Anthony Davis. Love you guys. We all agreed. We don't want Anthony Davis on this team. Let's go after Giannis or KD. Now, I did mention yesterday the possibility of throwing Bam Adebayo in a trade, because if you want to compete with all these other teams like Houston, San Antonio, OKC, Dallas that have high draft capitals, you're going to have to give something that's a huge benefit. That's Bam Adebayo or Tyler Hero. And Sobe 9 Ball responds, absolutely throw Bam as part of a trade package. Bam has peaked offensively and is not a first nor even a second scoring option on our team. And he gets bullied and intimidated by larger power forwards or centers. Been saying it for 3 years now. You have my guy. Appreciate the comment. Now, look, before we get on today's episode, to touch on that a little bit, you guys, I think we have seen the peak of Bam Adebayo's offense. I really believe that after Jimmy Butler left, we would see a different Bam. And you saw little hints of that. Bam would drop 30 points here, 28 points here, but he's not consistent. We know what Bam Adebayo is. He is one of the best defenders in the NBA, a perfect number 3 option on a championship contending team. Because you saw these Miami Heat teams have runs with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, and even though they made the NBA Finals, they were never able to get that over that next hurdle, mainly because of injuries. But the injuries that were done were players that were basically the number 2 options. Goran Dragic in 2020, Tyler Hero in 2023. These were supposed to be the guys that were going to back up Jimmy Butler as number 2 scoring options to allow Bam to be the number 3. They both got hurt. Bam just couldn't be that guy offensively. You saw it in Game 4 against Milwaukee where Jimmy Butler exploded for 56 points. Bam only had 15. You know, that's just the way that Bam is. I'm not saying that it's bad, but if you're paying him maximum amount of money, you need to get maximum production. And I'm not saying he's bad, because at what you pay him, being one of the best defenders in the NBA, being able to average anywhere from 17 to 20 points a game, almost 10 rebounds, you're getting your bang for your buck. I really believe in Bam on this team, but you need to surround more around him or use him as a trade package to get that superstar level player. If you take Bam and Giannis and swap them, put Giannis on this Miami Heat team, this team will be better than what they were last year. Giannis is just way better offensively. It's a fact. But in today's episode, you guys, we want to give flowers to Pat Riley. And I know a lot of Miami Heat fans have been getting on Pat Riley lately because he wasn't able to put a superstar around Jimmy. That Jimmy Butler trade midseason looked terrible because Golden State went on a beautiful second half run. But what did we see? We saw exactly what I was saying. Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, and Draymond Green are on the other half of 30. You play an 82 game season. They don't play full 82 games, but from the season goes into the playoffs. And in the playoffs, Steph Curry got hurt. Jimmy Butler also got hurt. Now, Steph Curry was out for games 4 and 5. This was time for Jimmy Butler to be playoff Jimmy. That Jimmy we saw in 2020, 2022, and 2023. Golden State was looking for that Jimmy Butler. They didn't get that Jimmy Butler. What they got on those last 2 games was the Jimmy Butler that was playing in the 2025 Miami Heat team. Check this out. The 2 games that Steph Curry wasn't playing. On May 12th against the Minnesota Timberwolves in Game 4, Jimmy Butler plays 34 minutes, goes 5 for 9 for the field, 14 points. Game 5 the elimination game where everybody was calling Jimmy saying, where you at? 42 minutes, 17 points on 4 of 11 shooting. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've seen the end of playoff Jimmy. And this is just the beginning. What did I say when Miami made that trade with Golden State, guys? Golden State's going to regret that trade on the back end of it. This reminded me a lot of the Kyle Lowry contract, where Miami gave Kyle Lowry, who was 35 years old, a 3-year, $85 million contract. The first year was great, but then after that, we got bit in the ass with that contract. And Golden State's going to learn that right now. Jimmy Butler is a great compliment next to Steph Curry, but I don't believe he has it in him anymore to be that type of playoff performer. You saw Jimmy Butler break down in the series against Denver in the NBA Finals. He didn't have it in him anymore. He was gassed. 2024, he got injured. I believe Jimmy Butler could have done it last year because Miami was maintaining his season. But when he played in the Golden State Warriors, he was like, oh, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And yeah, I mean, the first round of the series, when they beat Houston, everybody was laughing at Pat Riley. Buddy Hield was like, oh, Jimmy Butler, he has his joy back. I wonder what happened. And they were trolling on Pat Riley like that, trolling on the Miami Heat because we didn't want to give Jimmy Butler that contract extension. I don't think that was the case. I think Miami was open to giving Jimmy Butler that contract extension. He just needed to show us that he could give us something throughout the regular season. Playing 50 to 55 games during the regular season, making $50 million a year, now about to make $60 million a year, is absolute batshit crazy, in my opinion. If you're going to get paid maximum money, we need maximum effort. If you can't play 82 games, well then take a hometown discount, homeboy. Take about $30 to $35 million and allow us to have flexibility in the cap. That ain't Jimmy Butler. He wants his money. He wants to get paid. It's not like he wanted to go to Golden State. That MFer wanted to go to Phoenix through the whole time because he knew he can take Bradley Beal's spot and get that max money. I'm not knocking Jimmy Butler. Get paid, bro. But at the end of the day, you cannot attack this Miami Heat organization because we didn't want to give a guy a maximum extension that didn't want to give us maximum effort. So yeah, it did look like, hindsight being 2020, it was a mistake on Pat Riley for trading Jimmy. I knew this whole time, just like a lot of you in the comments. I see y'all in the comments. A lot of people agreed with me that giving Jimmy Butler that maximum extension would have been a terrible idea. What would have happened if Jimmy stayed on this team, you guys, in the Eastern Conference, with the way that he was playing that we saw in the playoffs? I mean, I think that he could have made it competitive against Cleveland. They maybe could have shot Cleveland, but to win an NBA championship with an aging Jimmy Butler, I mean, they could have competed, and especially with all the injuries now, sure. But guys, had you given Jimmy that maximum contract extension, Heat fans were insanely pissed with this run it back mentality. And that's exactly what would have happened. You would have had Jimmy, Tyler, and Bam for the next few years, and it would have been the same thing over and over again. At least now, we have the flexibility and the confidence knowing that the Miami Heat are on a new path, that they're trying to do something different, whether it's going for a whale and competing now with somebody that's going to give you more effort throughout the regular season, or if you blow it up, trade Tyler and Bam, or just trade Tyler and trying to retool this team, or even run it back for just next season to allow us to have over $80 million in cap space for 2026 and to be able to get another player to put next to Tyler and Bam. The Miami Heat finally have direction, and I'm proud of Pat Riley for sticking to his guns and not giving Jimmy Butler that money. It was smart, it was the right decision, and even though I love Jimmy Butler, and look guys, you see I'm rocking a Jimmy Butler jersey. I love Jimmy Butler. I supported Jimmy Butler the whole time here. I didn't want to see him get traded. I was hoping we could have worked it out. But to give him a $120 million extension for 2 years, hell no. If it would have been a 2-year extension at like $60, $75 million, I would have been okay with that because it would have given Miami flexibility. So Heat Nation, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this whole thing? Do you think playoff Jimmy's dead? Do you think he still has it in him with Golden State the next couple of years? I think he still might. If Golden State can get healthy next season, maybe. Time will tell. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, Heat Nation. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe as we push to 7,000 subscribers. Forgot about that. Thank you guys so much for getting me to 6,000. I love you guys. I know it's not a big deal to anybody. I know people will see that I get 6,000 subscribers and they think, oh, it's just 6,000. That's nothing. That means the world to me. For those of you that don't know my story, I'm a professional wrestler. I started this as a hobby. And Damian Lillard, once that trade request happened and I fractured my elbow and I was out for 6 months, I took this channel from 500 to 3,000 subscribers and we never looked back. Thank you guys. Means the world to me. I love y'all. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. And that is enough said.